Go to rallyforreparations.com for more information, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So just want to chime in on Kanye again. What's up, Adonis? How are you, man? What's up, Afro Elite? What's up, Sir Major? I gotta chime in on Kanye because there's so much going on with our brother Kanye, man. So much going on. And man, all of the endorsements are just dropping like flies. Today, they closed his school down. He has a school that's not too far from where I am, over there in Simi Valley. They closed it down, and then they made an announcement. Kanye made an announcement that it would be opening back up, but I don't know what's going on with that. Um, I think yesterday Kanye walked into the Skechers building, and they escorted him out. The money is going out the window by the minute. There's other stores saying they're not going to carry his stuff. And right now there's a lot of overkill. Let's be real. There's a lot of overkill. A lot of we're showing you how the dominant society gets on code. When it comes to us, they really get on code. They are majorly on code, which I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. I don't know why Kanye thought that this strategy would be something that would be beneficial when you're dealing with a group of people who are hella on code. And I want to talk to some of these supporters, some of the this is a chess move people, because see, I want to show and teach black folks a lesson on business. Okay, when you do business, all the goofy emotional stuff has to stop. All right, black folks, this is a learning lesson. When we do business, goofy stuff has to stop, and goofy ass folks chiming in who don't understand business, that's just not going to work. There's places, venues talking about not playing his music. They're trying to get his stuff off Spotify. At least Spotify has stood firm and said, yeah, we're not going to mess with the music. But yeah, it's really overkill. They're going overboard. And, there's Negroes out here buck dancing. What's that dude on ESPN, the Nigerian dude? What's his name? What's that guy? Y'all know who I'm talking to. He blocked me because I've already gotten on his bumper about his buck dancing. He's on ESPN and he just put out a video. I stand with the Jewish community. I'm not with those niggas. So now you got Negroes out here tap dancing, caping, and it's a down bad situation for our brother Kanye. It's a down bad situation. Now, where are the people who act like this is some kind of win? I want to talk to some of you. Where the people can raise your hand, because a lot of these people like trolling, because trolling is a sign of powerlessness. Y'all troll black pages, but nobody can ever really stand up and say how this is a win. Where the chess move Negroes? Where y'all at? Y'all want to raise your hand? Come, let's get you in here. Come on, let me hear what y'all got to say. Let's hear about these chess moves. All right, what's up, man? Let's hear. Tell me about some chess moves that's happening here. Teach me something. Man free. Man free, turn your microphone on.
Yeah.
All right. So
You got me?
I got you, man. So what's going on? What's your name, brother?
Tone.
Okay, you just made up a name. But okay, though. So you had to make up a name. So you can't even stand by your own name. But how you feel about these chess moves that Kanye is making?
I look at it from a perspective of he's able to do whatever he wants to do. He has a following. You know that. So he's going to be able to sell whatever products he produces. He just has to produce said products. I looked at it the same way with Will Smith. I felt like he could have started making his own movies. We still would have watched him. We got to support our own people. We don't need them. We don't need their validation.
Okay, we have to support our own people. Okay. Like how? We've been supporting Kanye. We've supported
We
him.
have, yeah, we have been supporting. We got to continue to.
But
When they
when
try to
Kanye
break him, we gotta have his back. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
white lives matter though.
Man, that shit is that's fashion shit, man. That like look past that. I ain't even man, come on. Do you listen to
Come
the man's
on.
music? Has he ever said white lives matter and in any like has he ever implicated this in any of his music?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
in what?
Kanye has, yeah, he has.
What you mean?
He has.
What you
Kanye
mean?
has walked around with Confederate flags on his clothes.
Man, that's just
Kanye
to get
has,
attention, man. Like you get like you know the overlay for the underlay, man. Come on, man. Like you
so it
know,
was
like
just attention. So it
yeah,
was just performance.
that
So it
shit.
was performance. It's
The White
performative
Lives
tuning.
Matter shit is performative. I feel to try to get other motherfuckers buying this shit, paying attention. We talking about this shit. Everybody's
So
talking about
white
it.
lives matter. So white lives matter is something that
He got white.
trivializes black
He
society.
got white kids.
He don't have white kids. See, niggas just start talking and saying stuff. Kanye doesn't have white kids. A black person don't have white kids. He doesn't have white kids if they're his biological children. No, he doesn't. What are you talking about? Let me get somebody else. See, this is a lesson for us guys. This is a teachable moment. Don't make moves where your supporters start babbling and talking gibberish. The people who support you doing dumb shit, listen to how they talk. Okay? Any any more people want to tell me about the chess moves? Raise your hand. I want to talk to some of the chess move people. Okay? Prophet, or can you explain some of the chess moves here?
Hey, what's good, Tariq?
What's up, Prophet? How are you,
Coolin',
sir?
man, coolin'. Appreciate you having me. So first, I want to say, like, I'm not a Kanye apologist. I don't pretend to know what the nigga's doing. I don't agree with the dumbass George Floyd statement. You never, use white supremacist talking points and agree with them
Right.
folks against your own people. That's goofy. Um,
Right.
I don't agree with
Right.
the white lives matter and all that type of shit. But I will say, and like I don't pretend to know what he's doing. I hate when people out there like, oh, Kanye's making the chess move. He's doing this, and the white is a status symbol and black is status. Like, come on, bro. He didn't even say that shit. So people speaking for him. But what I will say is he
Right.
has exposed some of the things he said was true. He has exposed that the people that are in power that we can't talk about are trying to censor him. You feel me? And if he's willing to throw his career away for it, it kind of makes the point more glaring, I would say.
But that's not worth it. We already know that non-white, non-black people, when they get in positions of power over us, they exploit us. All of them do, dude. That's not a revelation. That's not nothing worth throwing $2 billion away for.
I feel that.
We already
Okay.
know that. So
But
you feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no, I feel that. I feel that. But I also
Yeah.
think
Oh,
he really wanted to get out of those contracts and situations anyway. And if that's the case,
right.
what better way to get out of them than to, what I'm saying? You can't breach a contract unless they basically fire you. So if he wanted out, isn't this the way he would go about it?
Okay, so now, and this is the thing. People are like, well, this is a chess move to get out of his contract. So, and I made the analogy yesterday. If you have a chain on your foot and you want to get out of the chain, you don't shoot your foot off. Yeah, you shoot your foot off, you can walk away from the chain, but now you got one foot and you've handicapped yourself for life. He's handicapped himself by staining his brand, which is himself. He is his brand. He stained his brand. So now he's a toxic brand. So everybody's distancing themselves from him. So yeah, you're free from your contract, but nigga, you just shot your foot off. You dig? So now your brand doesn't have the same value it had. You don't do that. That's not a smart move. That's not a chess move. All right? Blowing up your own spot is not a chess move. Let's get Paris in here. Let's stop playing, black people, and learn business and learn how to have decorum. Paris, hop on, dear.
Hi, did you say I could speak? How are you?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Nasheed. So what you said is very loaded. What everyone is saying is very loaded. Yeah, it's not coherent what he's doing, right? It's
Right.
nonsensical, right? We're all like, why did he do this? What is he doing? We're all speculating. I just wanted to shine a light on mental illness, and I just want to say from what I know about it, I see this gentleman. I don't know anything about his music, but I see he's spiraling down. And I just wanted to throw that into the conversation. I know you're not talking about mental health, but there is
Right.
something wrong. This man is not coherent, brother.
Right.
There ain't no black
Now that I
man
agree
who gonna
with.
give up
Yeah.
all his money, right, for foolishness. There's something going on here, and I just hope that everyone on Twitter. I've been saying this last night. Have a little grace because we don't know what this man is going through. Thank you.
There you go. Listen, yeah, because all of this stuff, we got to get out of this thing where we try to act like losing is somehow a win. And we got to get off that nonsense. Let's stop that. Like, we got to start dealing with reality. We got a very bad habit of doing shit where you're losing and you pretending that it's somehow some type of win. This is not a win by any stretch of the damn imagination. Let's stop that. This dude is down bad with it right now. He made some very bad moves for whatever reason and all of that. We're going to expose these men. Who are you exposing? You're not saying anything nobody already didn't know. All of these groups exploit us. That's not new. That ain't new under the sun. All of these non-black groups exploit us. It's just not one group. All of them do. The minute they get into power positions, they all exploit us. That ain't nothing worth throwing billions of dollars away. You know, Kanye has come out and said he lost $2 billion in 2 days. Y'all mull that over. See, I want Kanye to win. I want him to keep his money. There's a lot of people on a subconscious level who are low key glad that he's falling off and spiraling down and his money is being dwindled, because there's a lot of people with a lot of low key hate for other black people who got money. So they'll act like they're supporting, but they're really wishing behind the scenes and praying for their downfall. And they'll keep throwing wood on the fire when they see somebody spiraling out. Keep going. You doing good. Keep going. No, I don't want to see that, brother. Keep going. Slow down and keep your bread. They closing your school down, so now the students going to have to bounce eventually. Your employees are going to have to suffer. There's a lot of people that's going to be jeopardized by this. For what? For no reason at all. $2 billion in 2 days, family. Name any other time that has happened to somebody. Who's lost $2 billion in 2 days? And I believe it. I believe it wholeheartedly. I believe it was probably more than that. I mean, all of the endorsements are drying up. Everything is drying up so fast. How many times have you seen somebody lose $2 billion in 2 days? How many countries, hell, countries don't even lose money like that. You just lost $2 billion in 2 days within a matter of days. You did? And you got fools out here, well, at least he out here speaking truth to power. No, 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 no. That ain't power. Because if you say something and people can yank your money that fast, that's the epitome of powerlessness. That means you got to get your weight up before you start jumping out of the window. Y'all getting the lesson here? I want y'all to learn lessons here. We got to learn how to have decorum. When you get in moneyed positions like that, when your paper is up like that, you don't have to spew out everything that pops in your brain. And I don't know who Kanye's handlers are. I know he's, a loose cannon and folks can't handle him. I get that. But when you got mental issues or whatever, you better get you a designated handler, because these folks in the dominant society, they don't give a damn about that mental illness stuff. They look for a reason to go after you. This was the golden knife that Kanye gave them. He gave them the golden damn knife. You dig? They were like, "Oh, good, nigga. Oh, we gonna make an example out of you. This is gonna be so good." And there are gonna be lawsuits coming. It's bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't like that they're really getting into overkill. They're just really putting so much extra on it. They're trying to make Kanye the face of anti-Semitism, which I don't like. That's some sucker shit. You see. But $2 billion out the window for nothing, and y'all egging that on. Wait, Cam, hop on, man. Hop on, Cam. Not cool. Not cool. Cam, hop on. You keep raising your hand. Hop on, man.
Hey Tariq.
Hop on, Cam. What's up,
Man,
man?
I've been listening to you since 2014. My dad showed me you, and the first video I've ever listened to you was about Michael Jackson.
Okay, that was a long time ago. Now are you Hispanic? What are you, bro?
I'm black and Mexican.
Okay, I can hear the Mexican in your voice.
Yeah, it pops out
Yes,
sometimes, but I remember that video vividly because you were like, there was a dude chanting, "Oh, go Michael, go Michael." You were like, "Oh, this moist ass motherfucker in the back." But I just wanted to say, I agree with you with everything about like black reparations and all that. But this Kanye stuff, I'm just saying that he's saying stuff that MJ was saying, and all Prince having the slave on his face and all that. And I know people are just taking clips off what he said in interviews, but if you've seen the whole interview with Drink Champs or Piers Morgan, he's talking about more of the secret society stuff or conspiracy theories that you can say. But I'm just saying that
okay, how is that working for him now?
oh,
Okay, he done said all that shit. How is it working now?
hey, it's going bad, but if it was, yeah,
Right.
it is, but he's losing money. But people are starting. It's like two sides of the fence. Oh, Kanye is the master plan.
How are the listeners benefiting from what he said, which ain't new? Everybody knows this information that he's saying. It's not new. So how is anybody benefiting from what Kanye is saying?
And you right, but you can say people are like, oh, the
Right.
Jewish
You ain't
media,
so
because you said before the Jewish media is white supremacy. He just
right.
yeah, but the Jews control 90% of the media, and he's outing them. And he proved his point. He wore the White Lives Matter shirt. The black community went on him a little bit, like Boozy and all them, but they didn't go as hard. And once he said something about the Jews, all hell broke loose. He lost all his deals. They just proved his point. That's what he's been trying to say.
Well, look at the people going after him. All the people going after Kanye ain't even Jewish. Have you noticed that? Y'all keep saying, well, it's the Jews. A lot of the people going in on Kanye and snatching deals, these are not Jewish people. These are white people.
Yeah,
These are
most of them are British. If you really
the
research
British
it.
pointing on them. It's white people as a collective. See, that's why I don't break white people up like that.
Yeah, you're
That's why
right.
y'all fall in that damn con game. Thank you, Cam.
All
That's
right,
another
thank you.
thing. Y'all
Appreciate
fall in that. I do not break them up like that. That's a con game. I don't break white people up in little groups. No, that's the trick bag that they want you to go in. They play that game with you and y'all bite on that every time. It ain't just a sector of white people. Those white people over there, it's the whole system of white supremacy. And anybody who believes in white supremacy, they're complicit. That's codified language. When you start trying to break them up in little groups and then attack those little groups, they got your ass. The chess move has been reversed on your ass. They got you. They got you. Y'all better understand chess. You done got checkmated. The minute they get you to start focusing in on one subset group of white people and start going in on them and say, hey, these people are the problems. Oops, got you, nigga. You are the real bigot. And we're going to use that manufactured bigotry to justify taking all your stuff. That's a chess move. The chess move is being made on him right now. That's the chess move. Y'all better understand how this game works. I do not break white people up in all these little damn subgroups. Even his Hispanics, white Hispanics. You notice if I say Hispanic, I always preface it by saying white Hispanic because they are a part of white society. This is why they practice the same type of anti-black racism as everybody else. So I put them all in the same group. You're not going to make it seem like I'm just attacking one little group. No, I'm putting them in the whole conglomerate of all of the system of white supremacy. Many of them practice anti-black racism. That's indisputable. So I'm not attacking an outgroup. I'm attacking a dominant system that has power over me. Nobody can argue that. You better be codified with your words. Be codified with your language. You understand? Let's get the last bender. The last bender in here. What's up, man? The last bender.
Yo,
What's
what's
up?
up? Yeah, I think, Kanye made a choice. All of this loss of money sounds like a choice that he made. But there is a big point to be made in a conversation to have about why don't black people own their own things? Why don't black people, when a black artist makes a record, why are all the profits going to someone else, regardless of who it's going to? Let's not focus on that. Why isn't it going to them? So he raises a good point, but obviously he didn't do it in the right way, which is why he's going to suffer. And we just need to open up the conversation in another way.
Yeah, well, we need to open up the conversation and tell the truth. White society owns all that stuff as a group. White society as a group. Like I said, the people going in on Kanye and snatching all these deals, these are just white people. These are Anglo white people. These are not Jewish people. Most of them are not even Jewish. All of white society is going in on him. Look at these white artists, all distancing themselves from Kanye and running around. Oh, I stand with the Jewish community. Even his own ex-wife is throwing him under the bus. Kim Kardashian, like, hey, I stand with the Jews. It's white society that's on code with white Jewish people. See, they get on code against you. And the thing is, Kanye was not on code with us. See, this thing where people are saying we're supposed to drop everything and cape for Kanye. Kanye wasn't on code with us. And I want that man to keep his money, but the reason why you don't see a lot of black people really caping, Kanye is running around here with Candace Owens. Kanye is running around here with White Lives Matter shirts on, and people are trying to play that off like it's a trivial thing. Oh, he's just kind of trolling. No, we're talking about the lives of people. You don't troll behind that. White Lives Matter, that whole White Lives Matter movement was a movement that was created by white supremacists to undermine the Black Lives Matter movement. That's the only reason it was created. It was to undermine black people saying our lives matter. That was the only reason it was created. You don't trivialize that. You don't play with that. You don't get up here talking about what George Floyd wasn't doing. It was really fentanyl. Is that on code? You got to be on code for people to get on code with you, right? Is going around talking about George Floyd. Well, the knee wasn't on his neck like that. Was that on code? Well, slavery was a choice. Was that on code? And again, I know he has mental issues or whatever, but Kanye he'd been cooning it up for a while. That's why a lot of people ain't running with the capes. And again, I hope my man gets that money back. I don't want to see him lose that paper. Let me get my brother Sir Major on here. What's going on, Mr. Sir Major? Hop on, sir.
Hey, good brother. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How are you,
I'm doing
brother?
fine, thank you. I'm glad you're focusing on this. You're making us critical thinkers in this space. Kanye is going to have to go through the wire, no pun intended.
Yeah.
He's going to have to fall flat on his face. He's used the black community one too many times, and he's cried wolf too many times.
Right.
When
Right.
you look at the situation with back with his ex-wife Kim, he tried to make it a black issue by saying they're trying to take my black children. When he couldn't have
Right.
his way. So he definitely knows how to use the black community to his advantage. When you look at what has Kanye West done for the black community, what has he done for freedmen and FBAs? Absolutely nothing. He's profited from us, but he's never given back. And so what we must do is not make this our problem. You can't make this a black issue once you got slapped in the face and white people gave you your nigga wake up call. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you're having these conversations. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I appreciate you, brother. Man. No, no, come on, man. We're the chess move people. See, that's another thing. Where raise your hand. Where are the chess move folks? This is another thing you should see, family, because see, when it comes time to explain why you're being attacked and you're being thrown under the bus and all of your fake supporters are nowhere to be found, notice we're giving them a platform. These cats aren't here. Where y'all at, man? All right, let's get King Marcel. I think that's your name. Hop on, man. We're gonna get King Marcel, and then we're gonna get I Mr. Martinez. But King, hop on, man.
Tariq, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. What's on your mind?
Hey, Tariq, man. First off, before I get into all this Kanye stuff, I just want to tell you, I've been trying to connect with you for a while. I got all the Hidden Colors I watch everything, love your work, love everything that you do. So
Respect it.
just want to start by saying that. All right,
Yes.
the Kanye tip. I think this. First off, I think he went about everything the wrong way. I'm gonna start by
You
saying that.
think?
I know he did. He went
Yeah,
about
duh.
everything the wrong way. Now, I understand what he's trying to call out. He feels as though he's going up against the machine that is the Jewish media, that controls everything from record deals, the narratives that are painted, with these different celebrities. For example, how ESPN and sports media, how they castrated Kyrie Irving when he refused to take the vaccine. I understand what Kanye is doing, but what he did not think about was all those resources that you just lost out does not go and help the people that you are representing. That's the issue that I have.
Right.
$2 billion. You're talking about a school. You're talking about all the people that you employ. It's much bigger than just you. Because in the systems
Right.
of white supremacy, they don't just take the black figurehead. They're going to take that black figurehead and everything associated with him. And I think that's where he went wrong. That's where he fucked up, and that's where he went wrong. I know you want to.
Right.
I think he did.
Right. Right. Let me get some more of these calls. Thank you so much. Mr. What's your name? Martinez.
Yeah. First of all, thanks for letting me on. The thing about Kanye that I think people are like overvaluing is the aspect of the money. Because he already said this on Drink Champs way back when he met with Nori the first time, which was what he was trying to do was get free. And he said that he predicted that at some point he might even end up homeless, and they'll say that he lost everything. He already talked about that.
Okay, that's still dumb. That's dumb to work that hard and then expect to fall back off. That's an insecurity that you need to get out of your system if you think like that. Don't sit there
No,
and build
I'm
a
saying
brand.
what he said.
Right.
This is
That's what I'm saying about him. This is what I'm saying. You build $1 billion brand, and then because you have some self-hate issues, you subconsciously bring your shit back down to a lower level. You sabotage yourself. And I talked about that the other day. How a lot of people, man, within the community, there's a lot of self-hate issues. And when people become successful, there's a guilt to it. Like, oh my God, I'm not supposed to be successful. I'm supposed to be this. And then you sabotage yourself. We got a lot of that. That's a lot of self-hate stuff going on there. Why is that self-hate stuff going on there? Because see, Kanye gets into the white world, you get into those white circles, and they don't quite let you all the way in. See, that's when you just don't understand how systematic white supremacy works. You got billions of dollars, and you're still not in those white circles. You're not fully accepted. And for certain people who want to be accepted and they long for that acceptance from white society, that's devastating. This is why you better know who the hell you are. Let's get Afel's Enterprise. Yeah, I'm good. You were trolling earlier. Now what's going on?
No, I wasn't trolling. I was just a little bit disappointed because I'm a big fan. I follow you. I donated heavy to the museum, so I was a little bit disappointed that.
Where you from? Where you from again with that accent? Where you from
I
again?
mean, I said it many times. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria, but
There
I'm
you
down
go.
with it.
But you were trolling. But you were so let's just show life. So how do you think this is a win for Kanye?
Okay, let me show you. This is a long term. This is a very very big win for Kanye. So let me break it down. Short term, he might look like he's losing money. You know, however, there are two parts of Kanye's deal, right? One is music and one is fashion. Kanye has said it many times that he's losing money with the music. So let's forget about the music, but the fashion is a huge business for Kanye. And Kanye really wanted to take ownership of Adidas because he knows that by taking ownership of Adidas, as we know right now, Kanye is responsible for about $2 billion of Adidas total revenue, which is like $25 billion a year. He's responsible for a lot, right? And he's probably doing some kind of split. So the goal for Kanye is that he takes ownership of Yeezy's brand. They could keep the design. He could start from fresh. What does that mean by that? He can work with his own designers, work with his own. Right now, he has access to all the value chain to go live with a new product for Kanye.
No,
And
he
by
doesn't
doing
have
that, he could
access. He
sell those
doesn't.
products directly through Yeezy.
Okay. Okay. So if he's going to sell the product directly through Yeezy, why is he going up to the Skechers Corporation?
Let me answer that. In the Skechers Corporation, we don't know what happened at the Skechers. He was there maybe to
They threw him
troll.
out. They
Yeah,
threw
they
him out.
threw him out, but we don't know what happened. Maybe he was there to visit someone. Maybe he was there to have a meeting. We don't know what really happened with Skechers. Nobody knows. All we saw was that a white supremacist media says Kanye was thrown out of Skechers. We don't know what really happened. But what I know for sure is that Kanye is going to take ownership of Yeezy, sell directly
Then why
to
did he go to Skechers? See, you're not going to breeze past that. He was up there trying to get with somebody to make a deal, and they quickly threw him out, dude. Let's
But we
keep
don't
it.
know. But we don't know. But what I could also say is that he
Yeah,
also
we
owns.
know. Well, he didn't go up there to visit nobody. Okay, if he
But,
went to visit somebody, they would have came down to visit him. They threw him out. He was up there
but
trying to get some kind of deal with Skechers, and they wouldn't even take a meeting with him, dude.
But that's an assumption. But I'm going to add finally that also he has a social media platform that he
Uh-huh.
could use to get more consumers. Also, Kanye now has new customer base. Who are they? The new white supremacists. You know, they're because usually these white supremacists they probably would never ever touch Kanye, but now they feel like he's one of them because he spits some total BS. So now he could sell to them and he could sell to more people. And keep in mind that most of Kanye's customers are overseas who really don't care about what he says. So he could own his brand, and even if he sells half of 2.5 billion, that is like 1.2 billion, and he keeps 50% margin. That's like $500 million a year for Kanye. So long term, I think it could be fantastically, incredibly beneficial for Kanye.
Now,
That's what I think.
you're admitting basically that the only avenue he has at this point now is to sell online, and that's going to split the gross product revenue majorly significantly. That you're not going to sell as many shoes online as you would having it in stores and
But
distributing the stuff in stores. That's going to cut the
true,
profit
true,
margins down
true,
major. He can't really no store or no chain is going to work with Kanye right now.
true,
He's too
true,
it's
true.
toxic. So just being reduced to just selling online is not a win, brother. That's not a
But
win.
if it sells 50% of what he's doing before, 50%, that's still $1 billion. If he keeps 50% margin, that's half a billion. So that's a lot. He would not do that as what he was doing
And that's
before.
just an assumption to even think he would even sell that many online.
Okay,
Yeah.
even if it sells 20%, that's still a lot. Even if it sells 30%, that's still a lot. That's like 500 billion. I mean, 500 million. And if it keeps 50% margin, that's $250 million in profit. That's still a
So
lot, man. That's still a
so
lot.
again, these are assumptive
Assumptions, right?
comments. These are
Right.
assumptions. Now, who is he going to get to manufacture? Now, when he
China.
gets right now, he goes to China, or will the media go to the factories in China and say, "Hey, why are you sitting up here making shoes for an anti-Semite?" You
Do you
think
think
they will?
China cares? Do you think China cares?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Y'all know how slick these people will start talking about sanctions? These people will start demonize anybody who's being associated with somebody that they deemed anti-Semitic. They're doing
Man,
that over here
that's hate.
now.
And that means they hate Kanye because of his black and successful, not because
We
of
know
what
that,
he said.
right? We already know that. We
I agree
already.
with you.
But again, all of the dude to have to go that route is unnecessary.
I
If you're
agree.
already winning, why throw a rock in your castle, break up everything, and then have to downgrade so badly? You understand?
Yeah,
Then you
yeah,
got to go
yeah.
to China. You're getting thrown out of meetings and all that. Come on, man. Just keep your damn mouth shut. Get that money. If you want somebody to talk reckless for you, hire somebody like white people do Candace Owens. They hire people to talk dumb. Get her to do it or get somebody else to do it. That's the smart thing. You don't say the stupid shit. Get somebody to say stupid shit for you. That's what you got money for. But thank you so much, brother. Thank you for the
Thank you,
call.
thank you, thanks.
Man, black folks, you ain't got to just say every goddamn thing on your mind. You don't have to spew out everything that pops in your head. You're not a child. when you get a certain level of money, sometimes you got to be quiet about certain things, or you hire somebody else to do the talking for you when you want to get certain ideal, logical messages out there. There's a reason why none of you've seen images of Al Heyman. When you say the name Al Heyman, most of y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. Al Heyman is one of the most successful promoters in history. Al Heyman is the black man. He's a big time successful boxing promoter. And he was, well, I think he still does concerts too. I remember him as a kid doing a lot of the black concerts. But Al Heyman, one of the most successful promoters in the country, one of the most successful, gave a lot of people the game. Al Heyman got about 3 pictures out there floating around. Al Heyman don't do interviews. He don't take pictures. He don't run his mouth. That man keeps his mouth shut and stacks money and helps other people stack money. That brother has helped Mayweather stack money. Just so many people he gave game to and put so many people on. You see, you ain't got to be out here blurting out every damn thing that pops in your head because of some damn emotional disturbance or whatever. When you get a certain level of money, man, do good things with that money and create legacies with that money. And then drop game and help other people get that network of game. Al Heyman has a network of other people that he gets down with, and they kind of look out for each other and they protect each other. See, when you have your networks that you create, you understand? I'm just trying to give y'all some game on how this thing works. See, this is why the dominant society is going in on Kanye, because see, they have networks where they're on code with each other. And they put out a memo, hey, everybody's going to have to stop doing business with Kanye. You got to stop doing business with him. And they're using their networks to get on code and to really make an example out of him, because they didn't want a black man making that kind of money around them anyway. And this dude turned around and gave them the golden knife. Damn, that was dumb. You don't give them a knife to stab you with. He handed that knife to him. So I just want to let black folks know that's not how you do business. And the only reward is what he told truth to power. He told them, really? He showed them, huh? He showed them by what? Them turning around and taking your damn money and dropping your deals? Or you sure showed them, right? Who's showing what who? This ain't a win. We think saying something sassy to somebody is a damn win. No, it ain't. Yeah, I told you. Just like when niggas get pulled over by the cops and start running their mouths. I sure told you, cop, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. I'm telling. Wait, hold on. Why you got my arms behind my back, officer? Hey, why these cuffs is too tight now? You ain't got to beat on me like this. You see, sometimes, man, you better learn what chess games are really about. You better learn what chess is. Let me get Black Alpha Network in here. Let me get Black Alpha. What's up, brother? Hop on. Black Alpha Network. What's up, brother? Black, where you at, man? Waiting on your microphone to pop on. All right. What's up, Black Alpha? Where you at, man? While we're waiting on him. While we're waiting on Black, let's get Great Black Shark in here. Great Black Shark, hop on, brother. And by the way, y'all need to be on my YouTube channel, Tariq Radio. What's up, Great Black Shark?
Salute to you, black man. I'll be very brief. Or 2 points I want to make very quickly here. If you're a black father in here in this room, and a black man that has a son in particular, but both your children, if you have a son, though, you need to be using this Kanye situation as a teaching tool and letting them know that you do not blow your bag like this. We have to start teaching our young from critical situations like this and teach them to think with a legacy mindset. Because, see, everything that you said, Brother Tariq, is very true. Because let's look at a possible solution for Kanye. But then again, there's no guarantee it would last long. If you see the world in geopolitical terms, like you were telling the previous caller there, let's just say he was to move to an African nation, right? And set up a factory over there and start manufacturing things over there and even start banking over there. All they would have to do, because white supremacy is global and the small hats are a part of white supremacy, it makes no sense to separate them from that system. All they have to do is flex some global muscle and say, okay, you think you're going to let him come over there and benefit from this? Let's draw up some sanctions for you. Watch how fast they kick him out of there. You see what I'm saying, brother?
At the drop of a hat. Real talk. Thank you so much for real talk. Yeah, there's those sanctions on you. Yeah, these folks don't. They take the game to another level, man. This is why you better be smart when you move. You better be smart the way you move. Don't let some of these internet fools. You notice they ain't calling up, and a couple who tried, they crashed and fizzled. But a lot of these internet clowns, I mean, don't you be scared of these damn people. These dudes are hiding behind the internet themselves. They can't even call up. They can't even defend themselves. You don't get games from people who are cowards themselves, people who are trying to egg you on, and they have a cowardly spirit because they're cowards and they want to see you fail. A lot of these Negroes, yeah, Kanye, you sure told them. These are niggas who want to see you fail. And that's another lesson, black people. Watch out for fake support that's really a form of sabotage. Watch out for people who give fake support, which is really a form of sabotage. There's some people who see you losing and they'll encourage you to keep losing. Man, yeah, you doing that. You doing it. Go ahead and keep on doing what you doing. I'm standing right here with you. I got your back. You just keep on telling them. You just keep on doing what you doing, brother. And then when things go down, they can't help you. The folks egging you on can't do nothing. They can't do nothing and won't do nothing. And, I saw a lot of that during a lot of protests because a lot of people, back when a lot of the protests, the Black Lives Matter protests start popping off really after 2014, 15, around that time. You saw a lot of black folks out here putting in work, stomping in the streets, going, yelling at the cops and just really putting in a lot of work. And you had a lot of these people on the sidelines. Yes, you go ahead, brother. You tell them crackers. You do that. You tell them. That's right. You represent. We got you. And then a lot of these activists would end up in jail. A lot of these activists, they would be egged on by people and then they end up in jail. And all of these people egging them on would never help them. They would never help them get out of jail. They'll sit online and talk about free Dante. They done locked Dante up. We got the free Dante, y'all. Let's wear our free Dante shirts. And I'm just using Dante as a stand-in name. So these niggas get online with free Dante shirts twerking. And I would see stuff like this all the time. Free Dante, free Eric, free Kim, and all that. Okay. And then I asked, okay, did anybody ever go down to the jail to actually free them? Damn all of the performative nonsense. People egg these folks on, they get locked up, and now niggas are doing twerk videos with free Dante. And I'm thinking, did anybody go down to the jail and check on Dante? And then what happened was Dante and all of the activists started calling us. They started calling me. And then we started getting people out of jail. And the bail wasn't really that much, to be honest. A lot of these people, the bail money wasn't really a lot. And I'm like, man, the fuck people doing all this performative stuff for? Just get this person out of damn jail. Help the person out. Don't sit here with all of this performative nonsense and egging them on. And then when they get hemmed up, all you're going to do is use their situation to get more attention to your ass. Because low key, you don't mind that person going to jail. Because then you can use that predicament to bring shine to your damn self. You see, we got too much goofy stuff like that going on. That's not codified. That's not codified whatsoever. You see? So there's a lot of people who will sit here and act like they support you, but when things are down bad, they're not nowhere around. They're not there. So we got to get off that. If we're going to ride for folks, we got to ride for folks. Let me get this sister on here. I saw your hand up, beloved. Marie, hop on, Marie. And don't forget, guys, November 5th, that's the Rally for Reparations, Washington, D.C., Freedom Plaza, November 5th. That's in what's that, a week? It's in a week. And let me see, what's the damn date? Let me look at the dates here. Let me look at my calendar. Marie, what's up, dear? Marie, you want to turn your microphone on, ma'am? Yeah, the rally is actually next week. Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar. Okay. Marie, what's up? Okay, Marie, what happened, ma'am? All right. Let's get one more person. Black Rhino Black. Let's get Rhino Black in here. What's up, Rhino Black? Let's turn your microphone on.
Yo,
Yeah, what and I want some more chess move dudes call up. What's up, Rhino?
what's going on, man? Listen, bruh, I fuck with everything you saying, bruh. But this nigga Kanye, low key remind me of you because you overcame everything that they said you wouldn't. I was defending you when niggas was out here talking about you weren't gonna have no museum or nothing like that. And honestly, this nigga 19 Keys had a few a few tweets defending Kanye in a way. And I kind of low key fuck with what he's saying. So I'm saying it's a narrative out there that's like not agreeing with Kanye 100%, but him being independent and finding a base just like you found yours ain't such a bad thing, bro.
Who's his base?
Well, I ain't for the cap like I know. I heard this other guy that came up said foreign niggas. So if foreign niggas is his base, he can sell directly to him with the internet. We can't just minimize the internet like that. Like, it's,
Well, how come these foreign niggas ain't stepping up for Kanye right now and he's down bad? He's being attacked by white people, and where are these foreign supporters?
I'm just saying, whole time while you've been holding this space, a few guys jumped up in defense of Kanye. Now, I'm not saying I agree with him 100%. Let me throw that out there. But like I said, he remind me of you. Now, he ain't got that finesse like you got. You got Tariq level finesse.
Bruh,
You got that.
when is Kanye going after white supremacy for real? He
No,
can't
see,
remind me.
don't you know, like with the vaccination shots, you got to be careful, or niggas gonna get flagged.
Hold on, hold on, because you say he reminds you of you. I ain't never said white lives matter. I ain't never said slavery was a choice. Yeah. I ain't never sat up there with a MAGA hat hugging on Trump. I ain't never kicking it with no Candace Owens. I mean, come on. Where I do any of that or anything remotely close to that, come on now, hold on.
Now, I ain't saying he twin, but I am
Yeah,
saying
what correlation? How we alike in any way? You didn't really click that together, brother.
what I'm saying is, don't you know how you had a whole bunch of tellers talking about something? Where the money at, Tariq? Where the woo woo woo, bruh? I was
Those
just
are
being a
trolls, man. Those
supporter
are
of you,
those
defending
are
you.
trolls. Those are trolls.
Those
Nobody
are
took them
trolls.
seriously.
That's why I'm
Right.
saying we got to be careful, like, and not become a whole troll. Like we understand he ain't got that
But
finesse that you
okay,
got.
okay, brother. Okay, brother. Your brother couldn't articulate where he was going. Your brother was just saying stuff. This is what I'm saying. You can't really defend the moves Kanye's making, guys. I keep showing you. People keep proving the point. You can't really defend that, and you know it. Let's stop it. You can't defend the shit that Kanye is doing. You throwing away billions of dollars, and you can't really articulate it. You dig? This is my brother 19 Keys right here. This is my brother right here. We got my brother Keys on here right now, so my brother Keys can speak his own words and explain what he was tweeting, which I don't think he tweeted anything bad. What's up, brother
Man,
Keys?
what's going on with the God, man? Blessings.
Man, and the show we did on your broadcast, man, people
Oh
love it.
yeah,
People, ask,
yeah. That was a high level one for sure, man. It was a movie.
yeah, indeed.
Uh
So what's your thoughts on the Kanye thing,
man,
brother?
it's such a multi-dimensional thing, man. It's hard to just give one coveted thought because there's a range of things that's happening all at once. Like it's me as a black man looking at it. It's me as a businessman looking at it. It's me as a black Muslim looking at it. You understand?
Right.
Me as a person in media, it's so many different ways to look at this, and it's 1,000 lessons out of this that the world is actually getting, which is why everybody is seeing something different and have so many takes and perspectives. I think that Kanye West is definitely not tactful, right? He doesn't have the ability of communication, and he said it in his self, in his own words, that he's more passion than strategy, right?
Right. He's more of an artistic person.
Right.
Right.
So there's a lot of truth that I'm gonna always stand with, right? Being a Muslim that grew up in the Nation of Islam, right? There's always going to be parallels and alignments with the truth that he speaks, and so on that front,
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% with that. And then there's the truth of the whether I think there was who was I was talking to, my bro Rashad, and I said, sometimes there's truth without integrity, and then sometimes there's truth with integrity. I think what Kanye West
Right.
represents is truth without integrity, because he doesn't represent the truth that he speaks. But
Right.
there's a lot of people who can utilize the truth he speaks because it is in reflection with the integrity that they stand on, right? So
Yeah.
you're getting multiple different sides that's able to utilize this. And I told this to some of the activists. I said, this is the first time, even with the White Lives Matter shirt, I said, this is the first time we get to talk about Black Lives Matter without a black man dying, at least. Right.
Right.
So I
Right.
said, you got to kind of be grateful of that, because normally we got to get shot down in the streets for everybody to have these kind of conversations. Right. So
Yeah.
I look at things from so many multidimensional perspectives. And when I'm tweeting, I'm taking, if like I just looked at how, some of the high school students that got scholarships are in fear of getting their scholarships pulled. Right. And this is a
Right.
modern day
Right.
lynching, and seeing people laugh at it is where I find it to be, unfortunate and disrespectful. And then, of course, we know the hypocrisy of the whole entire reality of this whole situation. So it's hard to just say one way. There's very specific things I will have to comment on so that I'm accurate based on what I believe is something that's smart to do, integral to do, and then what's actually truthful out of what's coming out of this whole situation. Because I'm a solution
Yeah.
based thinker, but I hear your points as well from
Yeah.
tact. If I'm a billionaire,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely
I'm
100%.
looking at this. I'm looking at this as a black business
Yeah.
person. That's all I'm looking
If
at.
I'm a billionaire,
But
19 keys will produce impact with his billions in a manner that will make me dangerous. I don't know
yes,
any
indeed.
dangerous black billionaires through their actions and business decisions to where they actively utilize their capital to strategize and change shit. We don't do that, right? So
Yeah.
there's the truth that he speaks, and then there's the separation of integrity that he actually have, right? Because we know the people that he surround himself with, right, have a great impact on the moves that he make, and those same people are isolating him now. So I do think that him standing next to Candace Owens was probably one of his biggest mistakes that he's made in his life. That
Yeah.
and Donald Trump. So if he had a Tariq Nasheed and the 19 keys in his ear, of course, his strategy becomes more different. It becomes more
Yes.
permanent, becomes more strategic, and at the same time, it's hindsight, right? It's looking at what is happening now and saying that, okay, the reflection of it is now is that a man is out of his contracts. He can't go back on it. He can apologize all he wants to. They will accept some grandstanding of it, but at the same time, they want to make him an example for all time, right?
Yes, they do.
Now he has
Yes.
enough money. He was once bankrupt at $50 million, and he bounced back to become so-called the richest black man in American history. So I think Kanye West is always a good comeback story because he's the most resilient person that we've seen in culture when it comes to the start of his career until now. So I think it'll be
Yeah.
interesting, but I think it'll be completely relying upon the people that he have in his corner.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, Keys, man.
Man,
Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, Keys made some very good points there. And look, I don't want people to ridicule the brother because again, I want Kanye to win. I'm talking about this from a black businessman perspective. All right. The way I'm talking is the way I would talk to Kanye in his face. If I'm around somebody, especially another black person, and they're making a move they ain't supposed to make, you pull them to the corner and just get that motherfucker some tough love. Like, nigga, what are you doing? Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need somebody to just get that thing to you real. Just, hey, nigga, That what you doing, man? You about to mess the whole bag up. You about to mess up everything with your employees, man. There's a way to do this, and this ain't it, bro. Sometimes you need that. Let me get brother Patrick in here. Brother Patrick, hop on, bro. Let me get brother Patrick in here. Brother Patrick, you ready, sir? Want to turn your microphone on, Patrick?
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's my first time speaking.
There you go. What's on your?
Nothing much, man. I'm a big fan. Followed your career for a while since Hidden Colors. FBA proud, you know. Just want to say, I think we giving Kanye a little bit too much credit. You know, I know you said, like, my man 17 Keys said, you know, having you guys in his,
19.
excuse me,
Yeah, go
sorry,
ahead. Yeah.
19 Keys, sorry about that. You know, having somebody like you guys in his ear, but I honestly think that that's not the problem. He seeks approval from white supremacy, and having a black voice in his ear is not what he wants. You know, he has the opportunity, he's surrounded by black men, but that's not what he wants. He's out here seeking approval of whites, and he wants to be looked at as on their level, not the whole black people. He wants to be looked at on their level, and that's what he
Yeah.
seeks. He seeks approval. I think that we just giving him too much credit. You know,
Yeah.
he chose to pick Candace Owens. This man has access to anybody in the world. He chose Candace Owens. He chose these things.
Yeah.
And I just think that it's weird that all these brothers are doing mental gymnastics to justify what he's doing when it's clear.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, it's clear what his objective is. You know, he's
Yeah.
not trying to advance black people. He's trying to advance Kanye. And it's just real weird that, you know, he keeps running to these people. He's not running to our people. He's running to these people. And that's who he aligns himself with. And I just hate to see our brothers just justify and, you know, look at his money and his accomplishments and make, you know, his rebellion to white people like that's something to be respected. I get the rebellion part, but he's not rebelling for black people. He's just rebelling for himself. And it's just weird that I see so many people trying to find fake deep answers to his everything he's doing. It's just weird and sad, really.
Now, my good points, brother. Now, Pat. Now, how many teams did you play for with the NFL? How many teams were you on?
I played with 2 teams.
Oh, okay. The vibe when you were playing with the NFL, this was kind of right before the whole Kaepernick thing, right?
Yes,
When you were
correct.
playing, what was the vibe like when you were playing with the owners, and just what was their whole vibe towards the black players? Did you feel a certain way? Because I talk to a lot of my brothers who are in the NFL, and they tell me stuff behind the scenes. What was you played for the Chicago Bears?
Yeah, I played for the Chicago Bears and the Titans.
Uh,
Um,
what was the vibe with those guys?
well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, I also played for Tommy Tuberville in Auburn. You know,
Okay.
it's a strange vibe. You know, it's you 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 are, you know, they treat you a certain way. It's I don't know how to explain it. I can't say, you know, too much what it is, but it's while you in the facility, you know, they treat you like family. You know, for the most part, that's the feeling I got. But you know, politics, we know what it is. You know,
Yeah.
as long as you're balling and and you keep it cordial, you know, everything's good. You know, and I can respect that to a sense because it's a professional environment. But
All right.
you know, it is what it is. I wasn't the the biggest player to be, you know, rubbing shoulders with the owners, but you know, they were cool for the most part. But you
There you
know,
go.
we were in our place, you know. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I get it. I get it. I know you can't say too much, but I get that, man. But much respect to you, brother. I appreciate you, brother Pat. That's brother Patrick Trahan. former NFL player. Shout out to that brother. Let's get Fifi. Fifi, where you at, dear?
Hi, baby.
Oh Lord, this Miss Djibouti. Lord,
Yes,
this.
hi. How are you? I come in peace. Seriously.
Okay, Lord, Miss Djibouti, what's going on?
I'm good. I'm good. Honestly, I came on some, real life situation. You know what I mean? Today is the month. It's still the month of October. It's violence against women, which is something that I'm really, really passionate about. I just wanted to use my voice to speak on that.
Okay, let me get somebody else. I don't really want to talk to Miss Djibouti. Let me get somebody else. I don't want to. No, you don't get to come in our spaces. We're talking FBA business right now. You got to go, ma'am. Go eat you some injera or something. Don't come in here talking about you. You get in these spaces and be talking reckless and disrespectful about FBAs. You get your ass on somewhere. You and your camel can get on up out of here. Let's find some other people. Yeah, we having good FBA combo. All right. Let's get All right, let's get Marvin. Let's get Brother Marvin in here. Let's get Marvin in here. What's up, Marvin?
What's going on, Brother Tariq? Marvin from Atlanta,
My
Georgia,
man.
checking in. I wanted to give a different perspective on the Kanye situation. By the way, Brother
Yeah.
Tariq, my wife, our daughter, we're going to be in D.C., so we're excited about
Oh,
the rally.
oh, can't wait to see you guys, man. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. So I'm wondering if when his mother died, do y'all think it's possible that she was like the linchpin that kept them together from a mental health standpoint? Because it just feels like when she died, she was kind of the gate that held the flood back. You know what I mean? As soon as she died, it was almost like everything going on with him. He didn't have the best relationship with his dad. That's his words. So I'm just kind of wondering if it's really more of a mental health issue going on. That
It could be, but that your mama, everybody parent dies at one point. Your mama, your grandmama, somebody's gonna die. So that's not an excuse to just go and jump out the window and shoot yourself in the foot and sabotage yourself. My man, if he's going through mental issues like that, you got to really get some good help and some good handlers around you that'll kind of reel you in so that you ain't out here being reckless and losing billions of dollars in a couple of days. You see, even crazy white people know to get some handlers and say, hey, I'm crazy as cat shit. Let me get somebody to kind of be the front person or somebody on my side to reel me in when I go in left field. You got to have enough sense to do that. If you got enough sense to generate billions of dollars, you got enough sense to generate somebody who can assist you with some mental health issues. You know? Thank you for the call, brother. Let's get a couple more people. We won't be here too long. Let's get Chiro. What's up, Chiro? Hop on, Chiro. We're gonna get Chiro in here. Chiro, whatever your name, Gunnin. Hop on, bro.
Hello?
Yes, what's up, man?
Yo, Tariq, man. I'm so happy to be on, bro. I'm such a huge fan. I remember I saw you in London a couple of years ago, in North London, doing a speech.
Yeah, that's when I was able to go there. They banned me now. Go.
I know, man. They're doing you dirty, bro. But we speak.
Now, you're black. You're a black man? Because a lot of y'all English guys, y'all have that accent, so I can't tell what you are. You're a
Bro, I'm
black
black,
brother.
but I'm a tether, man. But I respect the FBA
Oh
community. I respect you lot.
no, well, you're not a tether because you haven't. You haven't done anything to undermine us. So technically, you're not a tether.
Oh,
A tether is an actionable designation. That means somebody who's trying to do something to undermine us. So you're not
okay,
a tether.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good to hear then, because
Now, what part of Africa is your family from?
I'm from East Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia. Where?
Somalia.
There you go.
Yeah,
Big Somalian community up there in London.
there is.
But
Yeah.
are you in London? Are you in London or Birmingham?
Right now I'm actually in Norway.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty random, man. Pretty random. But I used to
Yeah.
actually live in London. I grew up there for about 15 years. So, but I
Okay.
relocated to Norway. I live in Oslo.
What kind of work you do up there in Norway?
At the moment, I actually do logistics. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
Cool. So, my man. So what's on your mind, bro?
I actually wanted to speak on Kanye's situation. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by the backlash that he's had as far as what he said. The severity of it, should I say, the severity of the
Yeah.
backlash. I think it's not proportional to what he said because
Right.
I don't disagree that they should have done it, but I think he was unfairly judged because Kanye isn't the best of communicators. A lot of what he says is quote unquote clickbait. So when he,
Right, right. And I
w-
believe, let me land your plane because I got to get some other callers. But yeah, I think it's overkill. It is overkill right now. They're just really going extra with it, and everybody's dogpiling him in the dominant society, and they're trying to make him the face of anti-Semitism. And no, no, they don't even do that to these white supremacists. The white supremacists who was running around in Charlottesville, they weren't doing that to them. Remember those guys running around talking about Jews will not replace us. They didn't have all that smoke for them. You think they didn't have all that smoke for Mel Gibson? You see? So yeah, even though I disagree with Kanye's tactics, I also disagree with all of this damn overkill that they're doing and being extra. I disagree with that too. Let's get Doctor. Is this Doctor Kabas, African Journal? Hop on, man.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, dog. Where you been hiding, man? You haven't been on here in a minute.
Are you busy working?
They boy, them Uber Eats ain't gonna drive themselves. But what's going on? How you been, brother?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. So what's on your mind, man?
Yeah. So this, I want to talk about two things: this Kanye situation, your
Mm,
view. Like, I don't think he's winning, me personally, because there's a way to move about it. He dropped the bag,
yeah,
for a lot of people, a lot of us, that people coming behind, the next generation. So
right,
that's what I think. I think it's about how you move once you get there, and there's a way to handle about things. And attacking the people in power is not going to help the
right.
situation.
It's
But what
especially
what are your
protect
thoughts,
yourself
brother?
from it. But go ahead. But
I
go
seen a
ahead.
couple of your tweets, and you're really critical. And why is that? I know you're in Hollywood, but can you get more in depth on why you feel that way
I'm critical of what?
of Kanye and how what he did? Is he going through a mental episode or?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm critical because it was a tactless thing to do. He did something and jeopardized billions of dollars for absolutely no reason at all. That was just something that he didn't have to do. So if I see a black person fumble $1 billion bag, I'm very critical of that because it was very unnecessary and he could have done something more tactful. Um, you don't work that hard to build your brand and just destroy your brand literally overnight just so that you can say, well, I told the truth to somebody. Dude, you better be more tactful and strategic about what you do. That's all. You just got to be strategic and tactful. And I want other black people to learn how to be strategic about certain things. Don't fumble a bag that big. There's so much stuff you can do with a bag like that. You can, man, we have so many homeless people out here that could have been not just helped, but employed. You can employ so many people. You can educate so many people with that kind of money. You can create factories. There's so many things you could generate with billions of dollars other than just throwing it out the window because of something that popped in your head and you decided to say because you were emotional about something. That's just my take on it.
Do you think it was the anti-Semitism and what he said, and why was he quickly labeled that and overnight became a villain? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a part of white supremacy. White supremacy. See, you fell for a trick bag, and this is another lesson I want to tell black people. When I go in on white supremacy, that means all sectors of white supremacy. You don't break white people up in different groups, because when you do that, they can flip it on you and turn you into the bigot when you target one specific group. The name of the game is to play three-card Monte with racism. And if they can pin racism on a black person, they got two ways to do that. One way is to label you homophobic. If you're being so called homophobic to a gay white person, they can label you as a bigot, or they can claim that you're somehow anti-white by attacking a Jewish person. Those are the two ways they can get you for being discriminatory towards a white person. Also, what they're doing now, the third thing they're doing is making black people the face of anti-Asian hate. All of the racism has to be projected onto us. They find ways to project racism onto us. So if a black person just argues with an Asian person, you can get damn near hit with a hate crime charge. It's all projection. Now, white people can choke black children in the streets and throw you in basements and dumpsters. It won't even be considered a hate crime. But the dominant society, because they are in power and they want to deny their anti-black racism, they have to project their racism onto us. So anything we do to a white person or a subgroup of white people, they try to make it a form of comparative bigotry, and they have to overblow it. This is why they're just going overboard with Kanye. They're dropping everything, all of the deals. You don't see them doing no stuff like that, taking his bank accounts away. You never, ever, ever, ever see anybody treated like this. When was the last time we saw somebody lose $2 billion in 2 days? You don't see that. But they just have to make an example out of a black person. They have to go overboard with it. And see where Kanye messed up. See, Kanye doesn't really have a base. These white supremacists are not his base. Notice these alt-right people whose talking points he was spewing, they're not caping for Kanye. Name the white people coming out defending Kanye right now. Name the white people defending Kanye. You have a few black people. You got some of our Muslim brothers and sisters defending Kanye. You got a couple of black people who kind of work with him. I know Russell Simmons defended him to a certain degree, and a couple of people, but even the people connected to the Donda Sports Agency, those athletes are jumping ship. They got the hell out of here. So a lot of people are distancing themselves. Nobody's supporting Kanye right now, and he didn't have a black base because he's been sitting around here with all White Lives Matter and Candace Owens, and slavery was a choice, and George Floyd died of fentanyl. So you've dissipated the black base. So you don't shoot yourself in the foot twice. You don't dissipate a potential base and then jump out here at a subgroup of people who are supported by the rest of the dominant society, who's all on code, like you're going to take them on by yourself. We see the consequences of that. You see, just be strategic. This is a chess game, and when you play chess, you don't go in there acting like a checkers player. Kanye is playing checkers, and they're making chess moves on him right now. So it's not a good look. So we have to learn how to not make emotional moves, black people. Very important. Let's get elite football in here. Elite football. What's up, man? Elite football.
Yes, thank you for taking my request. Well, I'd say to the the last person that asked why they thought it was anti-Semitic. If you look at we take the etymology of the word Semitic, it comes back to the Semites, which were a group of people in Africa, descendants of Shem. And see, because it all goes back to the Bible. And you're saying he's having some sort of, he's playing chess. I'd say, yes, sir, he is the ultimate spiritual chess, in which we're all engaged in this life, whether we're religious or not. I'm saying spiritual because you see the root of these religions, whether it be Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, is from a figure by the name of Abraham. Abraham is the son of Shem, who.
Okay. Did any of these spirits help get Kanye's billions back? Are they going to get his billions of dollars back?
Yeah, I think that through community in which, he's exposing who controls the system. So what it has done for me as a leader of my community is it's forced me to
Exposed to who? Who has he exposed them to?
young African Americans as myself who has I've because of Kanye looked into the history. I took a deeper dive.
Okay, slow down. Okay, because we're going to walk this through. So now he's exposed you to who the real enemies are, who really control stuff. Now, what are you going to do to stop them from controlling stuff?
Well, I made a pact with myself today. I'm going to better learn the laws of God. I'm going to become a better I'm gonna
So
become.
you're gonna sit down and pray. You're gonna pray the hatred away. You're gonna
No,
pray.
no. I mean, I
I'm
actually run a nonprofit. So, see, because in Judaism, one of the things is action in the world. Like you have to
it's
take action.
praying in a way.
No,
That's
no, no,
you
no, no
keep
pray.
quoting religion. Yes, yeah, that's prayer. You're just quoting religion. This is some religious stuff. So now um, you're going to beat them in spiritual warfare. Okay, that's powerless talk. That's powerless talk, sir.
But I would say I'm in a position to actually impact the youth in my community. So I don't think it's powerless.
How are you going to do anything about what Kanye exposed?
As a black leader in my community, I am going to enlighten my fellow young black men as to what who their true heritage is. I'm in a great position.
Okay, so you're just going to talk to them about why they can't do nothing. Okay. All right, so now that Kanye squandered billions to let you know who the real enemies are. You can't do anything about it. Kanye's money is gone, so now Kanye is just getting closer to powerlessness. Is that where we're going with him?
You really think Kanye's money is gone? You really think so?
2 billion gone.
I don't think so. And time's
That's
gonna
two
tell.
billion too much. Wait, is he lying?
Time's gonna tell. Kanye's money isn't gone. What do you mean? He's
He
become.
just lost $2 billion. He said this. He lost $2 billion. I think it's more, but he said he lost $2 billion in 2 days. Do you think he's lying about that?
Yes, I think time will tell. Kanye's
So
not.
why would he lie about that? And why are all of these other corporations that's backing out of these deals with him and these money deals are just falling through the wayside? Are they lying too? Come on now, you're not
They're
dealing with
trying to
reality.
hide the fact that African Americans themselves are the lost tribes of Israel. That's why they're doing this.
Right. Okay, so are you a Hebrew Israelite?
That's what I'm saying. After learning from Kanye, I've done my research and absolutely I'm gonna convert. What?
Okay, so
Yes, I'm gonna convert. What?
got it. So now that you're going to convert to being a Hebrew Israelite, what are you going to do about replacing the system of white supremacy with a system of justice?
Right. There are certain laws that we have to follow. There are certain laws that we have to follow that we haven't been taught. There are certain
What are the laws?
things.
Come on, come
One
on.
of them,
The law.
one of the most basic laws of Abraham from the Torah, which is the Old Testament. Everybody that's Christian knows this book. They kind of hid it from us. But one of the basic
Yeah.
laws, believe it or not, is you have to teach your kids to swim. That's one of the basic things. Another
Have,
basic law.
have a good day. Have a good day. Thank you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is prison babble. This is what niggas do in prison. That's called prison babble, family. Niggas get in prison and start talking just like this. This sounds like a nigga who'd been to prison before. It's jail babble. I've talked about this before. One thing I can respect about a white boy, when a white boy goes to jail, you know what white boys be doing? White boys be figuring out, how do I break out of here? That's why when you see prison breaks, usually it's white boys. That's one thing I can take my hat off to a white cat. When they go to jail, the white boys looking at the plumbing, looking at the ceiling, looking at what time the guards go to sleep. The white boys like, man, let me figure out, how can I get up out of here? How can I break out of this joint? So you turn getting your freedom from physical bondage into its own religion. You sit there and study every little nook and cranny, and then you start figuring out when you get out there on that pavement where you're going to go, where you're going to get clothes. You can hitchhike a ride somewhere, get out of the country, go to Canada, lay low. The white boys kind of plotting on how to get out and get some real freedom. When Negroes go to jail, the first thing they do is start converting to different religions, trying to pray themselves out of it. Cats go to jail and just convert to just a million different religions. You see, you're Muslim, Hebrew Israelite, you're Moor. Niggas be having on 4, 5 different hats. You got on a kufi, a turban, a fez. You can't even keep all the hats on. You done made your bed sheets into a dashiki. you start focusing on religion, which, truth be told, religion without action and codification is another way to wallow and deal with powerlessness. Your religion has to be backed up with codification and actions. I don't want to hear nothing about a religion if you're not putting an action behind that religion. I don't want to hear about a Hebrew Israelite unless you and some other Hebrew Israelites are getting out here in the streets, building something, or physically changing the landscape of your predicament. I don't want to hear about no religion unless you're out there on the pavement with other people who are part of your religion. Your religion is something that's supposed to codify you. That's why I respect the Haitian Revolution. I did a movie about the Haitian Revolution called 1804. If you have not seen that movie, you need to see it. The Haitian brothers and sisters, they were practicing Christianity and they were mistreated so badly. They said, wait a minute, let's stop this. Let's focus on our religion, which is voodoo. And then what we're going to do is draw out the gods within voodoo that's going to help us liberate ourselves. So they had a voodoo ceremony at Wakaman Swamp, had a ritual where they tapped back into their voodoo spirit and they prayed to the god of Ogun and some of those other warrior gods to help give them the strength to battle and fight those mighty European armies. They got their strength and then they defeated those armies. They defeated the French, they defeated the Spanish, and they defeated the British. That's the kind of religion I'm talking about. Or the religious codification. No matter what the religion is, if you're codified around that religion to empower yourself in the physical realm, that's how the religion is supposed to work. But your response to a group of people, we're talking about a subgroup of religious people who are codified by power, and they're using that power against Kanye to punish him. The entire dominant society is on code with that too. You see? You better understand what power is. We got to understand power. Power is not running from religion to religion, from religion to religion, and just relying on praying and using symbolic gestures towards that religion to free and liberate us. No, you have to put physical action and codification with other people who share your religion. Y'all have to put that into action. Anyway, guys, I hope that was constructive. We've got a lot of folks in here. A lot of people in here, ladies and gentlemen, but let me wrap it on up. I need you guys to go to rallyforreparations.com. Next week, guys, the Washington, D.C. rally, the huge rally in D.C. is popping off. We want to see everybody's face in the place. Freedom Plaza, Washington, D.C., November 5th. It's going to be a great event. Rally for the number 4, reparations.com. Go to rally, the number 4, reparations.com. Y'all go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, Tariq